This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, it's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hold up. 99. Check 99. Back.
Wilson forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Over here. He's checking.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
You got 58. Wide, get wide.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a little floater there is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Here we go.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's got the tight end, Sternberger, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I can't believe they even let you.
Rodgers going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the... And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Check three, check 13.
at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Being chased out left. This complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
50's the mic.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now it's Carson. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Nice 42.
First and 10
Yeah.
at the 15.
You don't want none.
On 1st down, Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check.
At the 24-yard line.
Check 3. Alert.
49, check 49, check 49.
No. Off. Simple, good touch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Hey, keep it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
That's what I'm talking about.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check, Mike 42.
To throw again on second down. Wilson flush to his right, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Now Wilson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Here's Wilson.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack. The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Come get some. He don't want it. Check. 36. Hey, alert 3. Check safety.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss. Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing is Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.